Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. At this time, when we are still talking about Dele Farotimi's book, Nigeria and its criminal justice system, it is important to look at how Afe Babalola, senior advocate of Nigeria, could have handled the allegations that Dele Farotimi allegedly leveled against him in the book, by taking a look at how Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president of Federal Republic of Nigeria and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in 2023 presidential election, handled similar allegations leveled against him by President Olusegun Obasanjo in his book, My Watch, and also how President Bola Tinubu also handled the allegations leveled against him by Chief Olusegun Obasanjo in the same book, My Watch. Now, look at the contrast between the two. When Dele Farotimi released the book, Nigeria and its criminal justice system, many of us did not take notes of that. Many people were not aware of it. In fact, those who were aware of it were those perhaps who followed the promotional interview that he had with Shehu Okumbala. Okay? Those were probably people who were aware of that he has released a book and some other events he arranged. But those events did not capture national attention. Okay? Did not capture national attention. Not many people were aware that Dele Farotimi wrote a book. And even if he wrote a book, most people would have regarded that book as a book that should be of interest only to lawyers, only to people who are studying politics, academics. It is not a book that should be a general read that many people would like to pay attention to. It is not a motivational book that could draw attention of a whole lot of people, because people are looking for books that could motivate them, that could help them improve their personal lives. It is a book that naturally will be of interest to lawyers, those in the human rights community, and the like. That's not a book that should be of interest to the average Nigerian. So you can therefore understand why that book was not a popular read until Afe Babalola's intervention. In other words, what I'm saying is this: if Afe Babalola had just ignored the book, perhaps many people that read the book, there are people that will read the book and would have even forgotten about that Afe Babalola was mentioned in the book. Okay, it didn't mean anything to them. But Afe Babalola's intervention, the arrest of Dele Farotimi from Lagos and taken to Ekiti State, now drew attention to this book. Now everybody wants to read the book. Of course, the book has gone on to become bestseller, Amazon bestseller, #1 bestseller in its category. So a lot of people now know about the book, and they now know about what was said about Afe Babalola in that book. Now contrast it with when Obasanjo's My Watch came out. In My Watch, he wrote about how Nuhu Ribadu, the then EFCC chairman, gave him the list, a file containing all the former governors, and that Ribadu said that 28 out of the 36 governors were corrupt. That was on the set of Bola Tinubu set, those who started from 1999. That 28 out of the 36 were corrupt. And he said that the file, that of Bola Tinubu, was the worst. I mean, he was alleging that Bola Tinubu was the worst case of corruption that he ever saw from the file submitted to him by Nuhu Ribadu. Bola Tinubu did not go to court to stop that publication. Bola Tinubu did not sue Obasanjo. Perhaps Bola Tinubu understood that perhaps there are many people that don't even know that Obasanjo wrote anything about Tinubu until if they watch this my video. They will know that Obasanjo dedicated a section in that place talking about Bola Tinubu and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. He said so many things about Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar, smartly, like Tinubu, didn't try to make a mountain out of what was said against him or written against him by Obasanjo. Okay? They didn't make any effort. In fact, the person that made effort to stop the book from being published are not these well-known political figures of Tinubu and Atiku. It was even Buraji, the late Senator Buraji, who was accused of alleged drug-related crimes and all kinds of stuff. He was the one that made effort to stop the book from seeing the light of day. But as Obasanjo rightly noted, the book was already out before he could do anything about it. Before Buraji could be able to stop the book, it was already out. But you can know that politically, in terms of political weight and nationwide popularity, nobody knows Buraji. But the main characters, Atiku and Tinubu, who Obasanjo wrote some terrible things about their character, they pretended as if they didn't know that he wrote things like that. And that book is still available. They are in 3 volumes, My Watch. And I recommend that My Watch, Obasanjo being the best president this country has ever produced, I recommend that My Watch, the 3 volume, should be in every family's library. But I digress. But what I'm saying is that you can see how this Atiku and Tinubu handled Obasanjo's book, My Watch, and how Afe Babalola handled his own in respect of Dele Farotimi's book. So sometimes it is far better that when you see anything that you perceive is negative against you, you don't have to bother yourself too much, because the half of the people you think value your character are not even likely to have read the book. Even if it is something written in a newspaper, many people didn't even notice it. Even those who noticed it may not even have understood what they read. Even when those who read it, not everyone will believe that it was true. Many people will think, these journalists, they have come again. Many people will think like that. That's how they cook up stories. There are those who read it, say, Dele Farotimi is just want to raise controversy so that his book will sell. So they will dismiss it. But it is when you try to take it too seriously and go in the whole hog, raising issue about it. I can give you a free media consultancy advice. If there is anything negative against you, don't rush to sue the person to court or to even to counter it with a statement. Because most people did not even notice that somebody said things like that about it. Sometimes it's even some busybody lawyers that will see it in a newspaper and say, come and see what people said about it. Most people are not interested. They didn't bother about it. There's so much information overload. You are not their problem. Many times it's the busybody lawyers that will come and see a small paragraph in a story and rush to a big man and say, look at what they are saying about you in this newspaper. And if that man is not careful, he will now begin to write a rejoinder about what they said about him. Then that will now make people to go and look for the original. Say, this man is writing a rejoinder that they say. What did they even say about the man? Then you see people looking for the old newspaper, people looking for the old information because you have brought it up. So that's, to me, how Tinubu and Atiku handled Obasanjo's My Watch would have been better for Afe Babalola if he had handled it that way. Now that he had gone the whole hog, now you see a lot of revelation coming out. People are coming out with WikiLeaks report, with all kinds of report coming out from classified information from here and there, thereby adding fuel to fire. So it's always better to handle things like that the way Tinubu and Atiku handled Obasanjo and his book, My Watch. 3 volumes that I recommend for every family library in Nigeria. I don't know what you think about my observation, how Afe Babalola could have handled Dele Farotimi's book compared to how Tinubu and Atiku handled Obasanjo's book, My Watch. Whatever is your view on this, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.